It's a tragedy that shook the Yuba Setter community to its core, bringing media attention from around the world.
Today, the world has forgotten the 28 Yuba City High School choir members and their chaperone killed in the deadliest bus crash in U.S. history on May 21st, 1976, 35 years ago tomorrow. But those touched by the tragedy have never forgotten that day, and many of the now middle-aged survivors and classmates are only now finally beginning to come to terms with it. Earlier this month, hundreds gathered to dedicate this community memorial honoring the 29 victims of the Yuba City High School a cappella choir bus crash.
I was a senior and Carrie was just 15 and a sophomore when the accident happened.
For so many of these survivors, classmates, parents, siblings, and friends, the deep hurt remains.
35 years ago, we were encouraged to put it behind us, but for many, it never went away.
On Friday, May 21st, 1976, 50 choir members and the choir director's wife, a teacher, boarded a chartered bus for a performance in Contra Costa County. The inexperienced driver knew something was wrong with the unfamiliar bus as he drove south over the Benicia Bridge. A warning light came on. Perhaps the soon-to-be retired bus was low on oil. The driver decided to take the first exit into Martinez to figure out what was wrong. But it was too late. The driver didn't know it, but a badly deteriorated belt in an air compressor that fed the air brake system had broken. The brakes didn't work. When the bus entered the tight turn of this off-ramp, the bus immediately crashed into and over the rail, flipping in midair, falling 22 feet and smashing upside down into the ground below.
I remember things just getting really shaky and thinking in my mind, oh my God.
Kelly McClung Volkman was a senior 3 weeks from graduation.
I remember waking up in the bus and feeling really dirty, like there was dirt everywhere and gritty. And I could hear people screaming and I could hear some crying.
She was critically injured, but she was alive. She wouldn't learn for several days that 29 of her fellow passengers did not survive. The shattering news arrived 100 miles away in Yuba City by early afternoon.
I go in, turn on the TV, and I kept hearing survivors, survivors, but no Bob.
Alfonso and Amanda Ortega were among the many parents who dropped everything to head for Martinez to learn if their son or daughter would ever be coming home again. The Ortegas learned their 16-year-old son, Bobby, would not.
This cannot happen to our family. No, not our family. Everybody else, but not our family.
But it did happen to family after family after family after family after family after family. One family losing 2 children, twin daughters. How do you describe or comprehend the magnitude of such sudden, tragic loss of such young lives? It left an entire city in a fog of unimaginable grief. Karen Hess was the student body president.
The community completely shut down and canceled everything.
1 week after the tragedy in Martinez, thousands gathered at the Yuba City High School stadium for a memorial. And then the school year ended and life resumed. For survivors and classmates, there would be college, marriage. But for so many of them, the pain of the tragedy remained, following them into their 50s.
I think many of us have been in somewhat of a holding pattern for all these years.
Until several of them decided there needs to be a place of remembrance, a special place of healing, and for honoring those who were lost. And so, after 35 years, this memorial was created, and hundreds gathered to dedicate it, to show they have not forgotten, and in the process, discovered they're not alone.
I didn't know that so many people still remembered. I didn't know that so many people would still care. It's been 35 years.
They share the same pain that we do. You know, even though we don't show it on a daily basis, but I know that they feel the pain that us as parents have felt, and we will never forget.
And so hearts in need of healing find a way to make a little bit of that hurt fly away on this morning, 35 years later, as they accept a simple truth. Life goes on.
The birds sing and the flowers grow, and it's okay. those holes that we still have in our life for the people that we lost, those will never be filled. And that's okay too.
Before this day is gone.
Well, the committee behind the creation of the new monument on Veterans Memorial Circle near City Hall in Yuba City is still accepting donations to help pay for it and to pay for its upkeep. If you would like to contribute, you can send a check to YCHS Choir Memorial Monument, care of Yuba City Unified School District, 750 Pelora Avenue in Yuba City, 95991. Also, on our website, we've put a link to an informative and touching tribute to crash victims and survivors.